So you know what I went and bought today? You'll never guess. What is that? Is that something in my shot? Still in my shot. There we go. I bought winter tires. I ordered winter tires. Yeah. By the time they get here, and by the time I could book the car into the shop to get the tires put on, it's like first or second week of October, and you just don't know, living here in Canada. You just don't know. So today's last kind of news day, I think. Last news day until next week, because tomorrow we have a video coming out in the morning, and we have, of course, I'm traveling into the city to pick up my phone, so we'll have a unboxing, first look at the iPhone, maybe a setup, something. I'll think of something. Think of something for tomorrow that's happening. But today, let's get into it, because I got to go make dinner. Yeah. A few things. I actually saw this on a comment on one of my videos, and I was like, why wouldn't it? And the comment was, will MagSafe devices, MagSafe products that you got for your iPhone 12, will they work on the iPhone 13? And in my head, I was like, yeah, why wouldn't they? Of course they'd work. They have to work. Makes sense, right? And I saw this first on 9 to 5. iPhone 13 Pro might be nearly incompatible with MagSafe Pro. Might be nearly. I was like, what does that even mean? And they show it here, and it's because of the camera bump on the MagSafe Pro charger, MagSafe Duo charger. Because of the camera bump, it literally is just, the camera bump is just enough to kind of lift it off sort of the MagSafe. Here's my official statement in regards to the iPhone 13, and it really seems just to be the Pro MagSafe, is that I don't know if it'll function. I guess we'll test with some of the stuff and see if it will or if it won't. It really depends, I think, on how big the little charging pad area, the elevated, is. So now I'm curious. It seems that the iPhone Pro Max, the iPhone Mini, and the iPhone just 13 should be fine. It's the iPhone 13 Pro, which of course is the one I got. Yep. Oh yeah. We talked about yesterday, day before, those that had not yet upgraded to iOS 15, and they were pretty happy with their older phones, right? Their older operating system, and how Apple was going to try to support the older operating systems. Well, Apple releases iOS 12.5.5. Now that's older, for older iPhones and iPads with important security updates. So kind of shows that they haven't completely abandoned you folks that are running version 12, which came out a while back. And there's an update, so you should go look at it because it's security based. So do it up. This is interesting, and it's something that I was hoping was going to happen on the iPhone 13. It didn't happen, and it's been happening on all the, well, it's been like this on all the Android phones for as long as I can almost remember now. USB-C. Why Apple continues to just throw Lightning into their iPhones, I do not know. Right now, it's the iPhone and the original iPad just will not let it go. And I get the original iPad because it's budget centered, and it's it's probably using the same kind of encasing or housing, and so it doesn't change. I get it. There's no reason that the iPhone shouldn't be moving to USB-C, and the EU proposes to force Apple to switch iPhones, iPads, AirPods from Lightning to USB-C. Now, supposedly, they can force it and they can get this to happen, but as far as I read all over the place. Apple would have 2 years to implement this. So could they have it in their next revision? Possibly. Do they have to? No. Even if they were to force it and get it going right now, it could be 2023, 2024, sometime in the future. But I just don't understand why they haven't gone to USB-C. It's just universal. We all have a ton of these cables. It's so much easier to do data transfer. It's so much easier to add external devices. That's actually probably it. They don't want you being able to plug in like external hard drives and plug in all this stuff, and it kind of forces you to just buy larger storage iPhones. And I'll give you a for instance. This whole ProRes, right? ProRes on the iPhone 13 Pro doesn't work on the 128. Well, it does, but you only get 1080p ProRes. You don't get 4K because 4K takes up additional storage. But that wouldn't be an issue if I could record to an external hard drive, which they don't want me to do, I guess, right? And a lot of cameras do that. A lot of high-end cameras can record directly to external drives for storage. Yep. So sad, so sad. Camera news. Sony A7IV. Here's some stuff just in case you have more money to spend and you haven't found a camera yet that fits what you need, and for some reason you think you need a new camera. Sony A7IV will have 15 stops of dynamic range, supposedly, and a bunch of other specs. Launch, possibly October, but with all this chip madness, who knows? A newly developed 33 megapixel sensor, 15 stops of dynamic range, 4K 30, but it is oversampled from a 7K sensor, so that should make that 4K look really nice. 5.5 stops of IBIS, same body as the A7S III, full-size HDMI, which is kind of nice, even though I've got a whole bunch of cables for both micro and mini HDMIs, whatever. UHS 2 SD cards and CF Express card slots. Yeah, so if you just sort of like, I need a new camera for some reason nowadays. I'm going to do a video, I think, on the importance of a camera, right? The camera that you choose. How important really is it? I think, should I do a video like that? Because so many of us just get caught. And I get it too, right? I'm always like, oh, that's a new camera. I want that. And sometimes we're just buying outside of our means and we don't even know why we want the new camera. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Crazy days, crazy times. In regards to that, Canon, I was all excited because I was like, ooh, what's next for Canon? Then I read Cinema EOS line. Nope, still have abandoned us poor saps that don't have all the money. But if you do have all the money, Canon EOS C300S, C500S, and C700R. And a lot of different camera mounts. 8K pretty much on all of them except the 700DR. And you better be doing this for a living because it's going to cost you all the monies, is my guess. All the monies. They need to come up with like a real budget cinema camera that takes the RF lenses. I don't even care if it's not Canon. Somebody, because I would just like a few, even like that box style camera. Whatever happened to that? There was a rumor that Canon was going to release one of those like box cinema cameras that kind of the brains, you just kind of attach everything to it. I would have been down for that. Yep, down for that. Windows. What? Yeah, Windows. I'm going to talk about it for just a second because I have Windows computers. I don't have a lot, but I have some. I actually use my Windows laptop, my Lenovo, daily. Yeah, I use it all the time. So I knew Windows 11 was going to be coming out. I had no idea when. No idea. Till I read this article over on CNET. Yep. On October 5th. October 5th, the company will begin rolling out Windows 11. So if you have an existing computer, which I'm sure you do, maybe that's how you're watching me on the YouTubes and everybody else on the YouTubes that you enjoy watching, you can, and I did this today, you can go over to the Windows site right now, do it on your Windows computer, And you get this little, Windows 11, which is nice, introducing Windows 11. And you scroll and scroll and scroll and scroll and scroll. And you keep scrolling for a little bit until you get here. Check for compatibility. So you can download this PC Health Check app. Because if you want Windows 11, now is probably a good time to check to see if your computer is actually capable of running it. Mine luckily was, and I'm very thankful because I only bought it last December, January. So it's like not even a year old. So if it would have been like, no, then I would have just thrown Windows stuff out. I didn't even get a year. Didn't even get a year. But it's working, so my faith is I'm still good. I have some little mini ones that I don't think will, because they have all these security features that you have to have enabled, and I'm a little concerned that I have those. If not, it might be time for you to upgrade your Windows computer or get a cool tablet, whatever. All right, guys, that's it. Tomorrow, busy day. Yeah, busy day. I'm getting up early, heading into town, picking up my phone, and then going to town with it. Yeah. We'll be putting out a bunch of videos in regards to the iPhone 13. And if you have any comparison videos or specifics that you may want answered with the iPhone 13 Pro, that's the one we got. Let me know in a comment down below, and we will try to answer them in one of the future videos that we end up doing. All right, guys, that's it for me. Like, comment, share, subscribe, hit the little notification bell, and we will see you tomorrow. Later, my friends.